Good evening, everyone, once again, or good afternoon, whatever. And this is Paul Westbrook here for Paul's Cinema Picks of the Week. And today's episode is going to be about a subject that I know very well. And he was one of the masters of the silent screen, because we did not too long ago a episode about silent films. But for this one, I want to concentrate on one of the most famous, if not the most famous, comedian of silent films. That being the late Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin. And I have quite a few of Chaplin's films, in fact most of the later films that he did. And I have a few sets here, just a couple that I wanted to show you. And I'll start with this one here. 2 video cassette set on Charlie Chaplin. And Chaplin did a lot of short films, like when he started at Keystone and he started working for Mack Sennett. And then later he went to the S&A company and then later Mutual and so on and so forth. But some of the films on this are like His New Job, The Champion, Face of the Barroom Floor, A Woman, The Count, and His Trysting Places. And a lot of these short films were usually about 45 minutes long and showed quite a bit of Chaplin's finesse as a comedic actor. Because this is when he first started and he was just breaking into film, and a lot of the time he wasn't directing. They had Mack Sennett directing, they had Mabel Normand directing, and then later Charlie Chaplin would start directing his films by about 1915, when he left the Keystone Company and he went to the S&A Company. Chaplin would start directing. Although he had directed a little bit at Keystone, he really came into his own in 1915 when he started directing various films. And some of these are some really short films. The picture here is from his movie The Kid, which was made in 1921. These two here are Charlie Chaplin. I'll move my hands so you can see it. Charlie Chaplin, the early years. And these are most of his Mutual comedies. After he left S&A, Chaplin went to work for a Lone Star Mutual film company around 1916. And he was contracted to produce at least, I think about 10 or 15 different films that he had done. And he was contracted to do these films, and some of his best shorts actually came from this point. And I bought these two as a set from an old place called That's Entertainment, which used to be here in Brantford. And being that I like Chaplin, if you want to look at many of his funniest comedies, I would suggest watching these, because these are actually really good. And if you're a Chaplin fan, you'll certainly enjoy them. This is a rarity. It's the official authorized biography of Charlie Chaplin, The Gentleman Tramp, and features clips from his films and different essays that were read by various actors, the essays that Chaplin had written, and also you actually get to see home movies of Chaplin at home with his family. And yeah, this one I actually got through a mail order. I had to actually order it in the mail. But The Gentleman Tramp, which was made in 1975 and was narrated by Walter Matthau, is the only authorized biography of the life of Charlie Chaplin. So if you can get a hold of this one and you're a fan, I would say yes, definitely get this. Another set that I have here, Collector's Choice. It has some more of Chaplin's films, although it has some of his Keystone stuff too, like Cruel, Cruel Love, Film Johnny, Triple Trouble. And some of the titles on here are like alternate titles, like they're not the titles that you'd be familiar with. And they would come up with these alternate titles for Chaplin's films, and they have them on here. Like Charlot Garçon de Theatre. I'm not sure what that even says in English, but who really cares? If you're a Charlie Chaplin fan, watch this one. And so that's basically a few of the sets that I wanted to show you. And after that, if you ever want to see the movie Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr., which came out in 1993, definitely see if you can find that too. But remember to like and subscribe to this channel, and we hope that you can tell all your friends about the channel, and that way more people can come and watch us, and I'll be able to talk about some more movies. But in the meantime, this is Paul Westbrook saying goodnight for now, and remember, I'll be seeing you at the movies.